So if you're going to launch a business, but actually you know that you're going to have a lot of sacrifice to make it happen, any almost mindset tricks or anything that could help deal with that?
Yeah. So obviously, like all of the things we've talked about so far would definitely help with that. But I think just embracing the sacrifice, like the Stoics talk about internalizing goals as opposed to externalizing. So what really think about why you're doing it. So if you're doing it for what we just said, the material wealth or something like that, that can be really difficult because it's not necessarily something that's in your control. So the sacrifices are good and worth it, but you should kind of make an internal goal. So really change the way you think about it and why you're doing it, and think that you're doing it for yourself, you're doing to better yourself or your family or whatever that may be. But just all of the things we've talked about so far. So like the premeditatio malorum, you know you're going to have sacrifices. You know it's going to be difficult. So imagine the things that could go wrong, and hopefully that takes away some of the difficulties of what you're going to face. I would also say this is kind of off topic a little bit, but journaling, like I don't know if people do journaling, but you're allowed, like it's the Stoics talk about journaling massively. It's really important. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is literally a book to himself. He's battling like being an emperor and handling all these situations that are difficult and trying. So that might be something good to do if you know you're going to have a situation that's really tough for you to handle. Because one, you can look back on your progress. You can also handle the situations as they come up. You can write about them. You can kind of battle the things that you're dealing with. But yeah, kind of internalizing the goal as opposed to like having this external goal where it's like, I want to set up a business and do this. Like it's, if that makes sense.
I think it does, because just to like kind of throw my 2 pence in, it's almost that with, so I, in theory, have made a lot of sacrifices in the past 18 months, but I enjoy the process. Like I was in the office at 6:30 this morning. I was in super late on Tuesday, but actually I'm doing it for myself, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. And it's that process that a lot of people would think I was crazy in the amount of time and effort and pain and thought and processing and stress and stuff that I'm putting myself through. And these are the sacrifices that I've done. But actually, you a lot of people talk about how it's the journey itself that you actually look back on and enjoy, and
Yeah.
hopefully touch someone in 10 years' time if I do achieve what I want to. Ironically, I think it will be driving a 12-year-old car with a dent in the door and coming in at 6:30 and really working hard. I think will actually be what I'll look back on fondly and enjoy, as opposed to, as in, that sacrifice isn't actually a sacrifice. It's actually the bit which I'll probably appreciate most, as opposed to a Ferrari, mansion, holiday, whatever, which I hope will come. But actually, that could be a way to almost view the sacrifice. It's almost, the sacrifices are letting you live your dream, and hopefully that might help. But if not, please drop in the comments. And I'm sorry if we made a hash of your kind of question.